Josh and I decided to get up bright and early today. Well, actually we never went to sleep, but on the distant horizon we saw another vessel, more complex and larger than our boat, but the crew seemed to be fishing.
Do you reckon Sergio and his wife know of any good spots?
What's your names? Madame?
Oh, they're not even together. Alright, well, let's board our vessel again.
We left the lovely couple, I assume, and boarded our boat, still searching for our new home.
Alright, do we want to head north or check out this...
Yeah, there was some cliffs back there as well that you said.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Sergio and his best friend, Portridge, advised Josh and I of a quiet, peaceful cove, one that, well, from the sound of it, suited our needs perfectly. And before Sergio could offer us any freshly caught pleasantries, we were off sailing into the night in search of this peaceful cove. And as the moon dipped beyond the horizon, the sun took its place, and we found ourselves at the secret cove.
Actually.
Oh wow! It's like overlooking a snowy meadow.
Yeah. And looks like someone else has taken residence.
It's like a glacier too. It's like the snow's flowing down the mountain.
That's like a village.
Yeah. Should we go check it out quickly? Ask if we can...
We'll see the local residents. We'll say good day.
Yeah.
See if the land's fine to build in. We're not gonna... what happens when people colonize land?
Bad things, Josh. Bad things happen. And, well, that's precisely why we're going to go check this place out. Make sure that we're not going to step on any toes or feathers. We hopped in our little tender and left the main boat behind in order to reach the shores a little bit quicker and make sure that we wouldn't run aground on any, well, dirt.
Got pigs.
Oh yeah, look up across the glacier. There's more campfires up there.
Oh wow.
Listen, some horses, some cows. Pretty well set up. Hello?
Oh, it's echoing.
Yeah, no
Oh,
one.
hey, check it out.
Oh wow.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, cozy.
Feels like I would be locked here and
Yeah.
held captive.
It did have a really strange feeling and it smelled pretty funky. We found a common folk.
Hello. Emmeline. Oh, whoa. Oh gosh, it's another one of
Well, we're not getting directions from that guy. We decided to continue up through the village and see if we can find anyone else, but I didn't have any wings to fly over some steps, so I had to place... Oh, Josh found a path.
Hi there. Oh, there's a summer party going on.
Oh, there is
Jumped
too.
on there.
Hey. At all?
I just slammed the door in your face.
I don't know if I like our new neighbours. No one here has taken to us very kindly. It's starting to make me think that we're going to be committing some hate crimes moving in. Not that we would ever do that. I guess later in the line we can extend another olive branch and try again. After all, we merely seek companionship in this world. And speaking of companionship, I thought I heard a little meow. Could it be cat? My long lost companion? Trapped in the body of another feline? With a raw salmon in the palm of my hand, I stretched it out, and he jumped into my embrace. And that's when Josh found me. He made a discovery.
Wow. Wow. I think we'll definitely have to set up a trade route with these guys.
Right? Look
Wow.
at the depths.
Look, cat. Look. It's amazing.
This reminds me of a certain movie.
It's nice to be out in the open air. You know, the jungle was very dense.
It's stifling.
Yeah. It was like trying to walk. Wow.
As we left the cavern depths, we were met with a beautiful sunset that overlooked this avian village. The sun beaming through the spruce trees was magical, and it made us just believe that we were in the right place, doing the right thing. On our way back to the boat, Josh stumbled across another little cat, but they didn't like the water.
Alright, cats, I know you guys don't like water, but I'll hold you above the water.
Wow, that's a very vocal cat. Once we boarded the Jungle Explorer again, we headed back to our secret little cove. And it would appear that Sergio and Penguin were here for the night as well.
Am I facing the right way?
Yeah. Some would say.
A brand new day for our brand new boys in their brand new home. But it's not quite a home yet, as it's just a green hill. Every green hill needs a good house on top, a nice cabin. A cabin in the woods. We unloaded the lack of materials from the Jungle Explorer and brought them up to our building site, where we flattened off a little bit of the land and laid down some logs for some basic infrastructure. Our previous home in the Jungle Outpost was quite small and a little bit cramped, and that was because Josh only built it for one person, himself. He didn't expect me to barge on in and claim residence. So when laying out the infrastructure, I decided to make it a little bit larger and give us a little bit more space. As the sun sets, we take a week building this house to the best of our abilities. Day after night, rain, storm to sunny day, it all blends together until finally, our newly built home. Made from locally gathered spruce logs and cobblestones found around the place, this was our cozy abode on top of this grassy green hill. With our knowledge and experience of the growth of the jungle outpost previous, our hearts were filled with determination and wonder for what the future brings for the Spruce Hamlet.
Alright, good morning, Josh. Well, actually, good evening, I think.
Good evening.
We've got our 2 rooms up here, which is fantastic. But in order to keep making some furniture, we want some green dye, right?
That's it,
And where do you...
really...
Yeah, where do you know to get green dye from?
Well, naturally, the green pigments from the desert cactus.
That's exactly right. We were in need of some green dye to make some furniture pieces for around the house, and the only place we need to find this green dye was from the cactuses next to the jungle outpost. It didn't take long. We were already on our way back.
Alright, are you ready to set sail? Get inside. Alright.
Wait, let me get my chair.
Alright, yeah, get the chair.
This roaring rainstorm that we'd woken to had no signs of stopping anytime soon, so we decided to head off anyway, despite the weather.
We've got a roof over our heads for sun protection, but the wind and rain can just really...
It's brutal.
it's
It's
bad.
coming straight in.
We'll have to,
Who's
Wow.
that on the shore? Do you see that?
I do. That is... Hang on, is that one of our fishermen?
Excuse me. Isaac. How did you get
Wow.
out of here?
Should we drop him back or should we take him on a trip?
I mean, listen, he's here now.
Yes, Isaac is a family friend of Sergio and Peril. Goodness knows how he found himself out so far away from home in this rain.
Oh, this is a tight passage. Oh gosh. I don't know if we went through here.
Well, it would appear that degradation has taken course and decided... Ooh, now this is about to get interesting. Let's see how Josh handles this interaction.
It's almost cleared out. Oh dear. Oh.
Oh! Are you on board?
Yeah, that was close.
Perfect control of his emotions. A true jungle boy. Josh, Isaac, and I continued our cruise down the river in hopes to find the jungle Nile a lot sooner rather than later, as this wind was very cold. Of course, as soon as I say that, it clears up and it's a beautiful night sky. But the temperature doesn't get any warmer as we find ourselves heading towards the tundra, one step closer to the jungle.
Oh.
You know, Josh, as we sit here cruising the river, I look into the sky and would love to know how the birds do it.
What do you mean, do it?
You know, I'd love to tame the sky one day.
Right.
Do you think we'll ever get there?
Into the sky?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the birds can do it.
You think we can just grow wings and fly?
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Okay, so here's a thought. We can make ropes, right?
Yeah.
We could tie those ropes to, like, the feet of birds. And then if we get enough, I'm sure that,
That we will fly?
yeah. And we just give them a good reason to fly. Like, whoever doesn't fly gets shot with the bow and arrow.
I think you're honest. Actually, I like that idea so much that I'm gonna breach the code of conduct here and give you a kiss.
Oh, Hang on, I think there's ice. Hang on, keep going.
Okay,
Keep going. I think I saw a bit of ice fall.
Josh discovered that ice was in fact still forming, but he had other things to worry about, such as getting back on the boat.
Come on, Josh! Oh, you made it. Have you got any stories to tell, Josh? Any riverside stories to make the time fly a little quicker?
One day a dead man died and he was holding a wooden axe. Oh my god! That wooden axe!
Oh gosh! That's incredible. I don't know how you knew that was going to happen.
I didn't. That was it. Folklore. I feel back at home already.
Yeah, Isaac's breathing down my neck there.
After 2 short days on the high seas, we could see it, the jungle. I could almost smell the mushrooms from here.
There was this time that I'd been floating down a river, very similar to this river, and it was getting dark. I had to paddle hard to make it to my shelter,
Yeah?
and I couldn't help but feel like I was being watched.
Oh gosh.
I decided to try not to look. I felt it was better just to focus on going as fast as possible.
Of course.
But I heard a snap in the woods and I couldn't help but look and saw this masked figure
Oh.
staring.
What do they look like?
Well, it seemed as if his mask was made of wood and he seemed as old as the jungle itself.
Wow.
I kept going. I yelped and kept
You
paddling
yelped?
as fast as I could.
And then kept paddling?
I made it away. I never saw him again.
Wow. And
I feel like maybe he wanted me to see him.
do you think he's still out in the woods today?
He was clearly out there for a long time, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's still out there.
Well, you've just given me the heebie-jeebies, Josh. You know, I'm looking around behind every tree.
Well, thanks, Josh. I've got no chance of sleeping tonight now, but I thought I could shake my mind off it by getting more of Josh's backstory. I realised I don't really know that much about his life before I met him.
So who raised you?
I was raised. Oh. I was raised in the trees
In the
by
trees.
skeletons.
The very ones that attack us at night?
No, those are rabbit.
Okay.
Morseless.
More sentient?
They were kind. They saw me in the woods and decided that I didn't have enough meat on my bones to eat.
Okay.
And I guess they figured I'd be more useful to them alive rather than dead.
Yep. Sorry, the river's a bit tight here. Continue.
And they took me in. They gave me breakfast. They asked if I speak their language.
Yeah.
You know, they just smiled and gave me this.
Vegemite sandwich?
While Josh's tall tales helped me forget for the afternoon, as soon as night fell, that chill fell down my spine. Things were feeling strange in the jungle. While I didn't know whether this feeling was caused by being so far from home in the middle of the dark jungle Nile, or there was really something lurking out in the woods, I did know that, unfortunately, we were stuck, and I don't think it was any accident.
Oh no, this is a ambush.
Oh no. It's a trap.
It would appear that something or someone had seen us coming and prepared a trap later down the river closest to home. We were beached and needed to perform some excavation underneath the boat, but we were ambushed by monsters of the night, one of which almost took Josh's life. Whether it was the strange masked man Josh was telling me about in his stories or enemies from the jungle mansion, I don't know, but we managed to escape pretty quickly and pretty unscathed. We made our way down the Nile, head on a swivel, taking out foes as they came. This was one part that I didn't miss about the jungle. It's hostility at night, though that looks pretty inviting.
Okay, so my story. I was a young salamander in the midst of the desert.
It's still going on with the salamander.
And my mother was a salamander and my father was a cricket. Through that, I found out that I was adopted.
Right.
I was left by some people to die and fend for myself in the desert. Until one day I said that I'd had enough. You know, I left home. I left the little hole in the ground that my parents dug. Then they were proud of me, you know. They were happy to see me live my life.
Right.
So I bid them farewell and set off on a journey and came across many different civilizations that I just didn't quite fit in with, you know. I've told you stories about the lizard people. I've told you stories. The lizardmen. Yeah, I mean,
You're telling me you were a salamander? That
no. That was okay. So you weren't listening, Josh. I mean,
You're adopted?
Yes, I'm adopted.
So
Now,
you were a human?
No. I'm adopted. So adopteds are little creatures that we look like humans.
Enough of... if you're still here listening, I applaud you. That was a long segment of talking out of no one's brain. But after one long, scary and boring trip, we finally made it back to the...
No! Alright,
Well, we're here.
we're home. Isaac, welcome to our home. This is where we came from. Of course, we just arrive and sink the ship instantly.
I peered my head over the edge to see if I could see our previous ship, and I was under attack by a creature of the sea. Not to worry though, I can take care of this.
He's just down there, you see him?
Oh, yes! Did you see that? Oh, no!
Oh no!
No!
Isaac, no! Isaac spontaneously combusted as soon as I threw this bomb into... Isaac, this blood is on my hands. What have I done?
God gained another angel today.
After a nanosecond of silence, we decided to say hello to Gray, the fisherman. I wanted to see how well he's been doing lately and what his catches are as of late, as the seasons have warmed up quite a bit. He growled at me and we left. We made our way to the main gate.
Open her up. Oh, watch out!
Oh!
Watch out! Get in!
Oh, close it!
I can't.
Well, I wasn't expecting this for a warm welcome at the jungle outpost. What are we gonna do? Josh, strike him down!
Oh! Okay, that was terrifying.
Jeez.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock, knock.
We went from door to door like a used car salesman trying to find someone to buy his crusty old Magna. And then we swung by the small livestock pens, and of course these two are still in here. And it smelled weird, so we left. Towards another bad smell, the salmon, inside our house. We went inside to see how the house is holding up. A little bit of moss has grown around the stones, but nothing more than that. Josh was in the garden picking whatever had grown while we were out. While I was busy at work getting this green dye that I almost forgot why we came here. And wow, that vine could do with a trim. We then crossed the wet bridge and made our way towards the larger livestock. The cows, the sheep, and some of the horses. It seemed like the jungle outpost was doing just fine without us. Perfect. The sun quickly set and we decided to stay the night in the shack. Just like old times. We woke early in the morning to the sun warming up the back of the shack from the outside in. And it was time to leave. We were only here for one short night, but we got our fill of the jungle outpost. We made our way back towards the fishing dock, said good morning and goodbye to Gray, and hopped aboard the ship. Getting ready to make the long journey back to our new Spruce Hamlet, our new residence. We told everyone here great stories about what we hope to achieve, and you'll just have to wait and see.